Hey guys, BMI here today with a recap of the massive news that came out for Gloryfinder today. So a list of the reprints coming out has finally been released by Bushiroad, and boy, there's a huge amount of cards that I see a lot of play, are pretty expensive right now, and finally you're going to get a chance to get them in one quick and accessible bundle. So let's get right into it. First of all, you get 4 decks within the bundle, so each of them will have a different list of cards, and in some cases, they are actually superior to buying a starter deck. So first of all, the Exalted Blade is basically version 2.0 of the Sword starter deck, and I'll explain why. So first of all, you get Albert Levin Saber. This card is a very powerful finisher, it's still used today, and you're going to be able to get this in one bundle. It's actually great because at the moment, Hero Sword only runs 1 copy of each anyway, so definitely great for new players. Alexander is another card that very often sees play in Sword, even into later parts of the game's lifecycle in Japan. So this card's a rush that can kind of hit everything. It's like $10 on TCG Player. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Gawain, a new card that's coming out. So if you don't pull him in the next set, you can get that. And of course, Dark Angel Olivia. So this is huge news. Currently, as of the time I'm posting this video, I think the card sells for around 30 USD. So, I mean, this 30 USD in addition to Albert, in addition to Alexander, that's already like, 40 USD worth of value. By today's standards, of course, because the price of the cards will go down, obviously, with these reprints. So that's like pretty much 40 USD back out of a 100 USD bundle. So huge. And this is only the first deck, by the way. This is only the first deck, right? Leonidas, again, this card is also worth quite a lot, the Evolved version, because it's kind of short printed in comparison to the regular version. So I think it's like, what, 3-5 USD, something like that. So cool. I mean, we'll take that for sure. Definitely, you're also getting Floral Fencer and Latham. So these are reprints of the starter deck cards, so you don't even need to get a starter deck anymore. You can potentially just pick up a number of these bundles, or you can trade for them from other people, so that's great. This one's huge, so Gemstaff Commander, even now in Japan, it's still going for like 300 to 500 yen, depending on which card game store you go to. And in my personal experience, like there's a lot of Sword players in my locals, they keep asking about this card, do you have any spares? And then at first I did, but then eventually I just literally ran out. So this reprint is very welcome. I actually thought that there would be a time when there literally wouldn't be enough of these to go around. So yeah, definitely like a couple of bucks. It's coming back with this one card as well. So man, deck number 1, Exalted Blade, huge, massive value, especially if you're a Sword player. And there's also like just Dark Angel Olivia, like come on. Moving along, so deck number 2, it's nowhere near as good. So it's got a lot more of the meme cards. So Deep with Anomaly is the meme. Like if you hit that later, they die, but like it's pretty rarely you're going to be able to get that off. Ginger, I think it's a neutral card. It might be Rune, actually. But anyway, another interesting card's coming out soon. Jabberwock meme card, Dark Alice. You can play in Control Abyss. Bahamut, always welcome. It's 9 mana, clear the entire board. Definitely a fun card, especially in Dragon. But overall, like, this one is nowhere near as good as the previous deck. But that's okay. I mean, not every deck can be a massive hit. And, this comes for free in the bundle, right? So who cares? Number 3, so finally, we're going to hit some good cards again. Merlin, card's insane, right? I mean, this card's used in pretty much every Rune deck, or at least viable in Rune for the rest of the time, because it's a card effect that just keeps scaling. So this is like, what, 10-15 USD, like, coming back? And then, like, this one here, Merlin's probably like 5 USD, so what, you're getting like 15 to 20 USD just with these 2 cards alone. Of course, once again, the card values probably drop with the bundle, but as of the time, like, we're going through this video, damn, like, this is already, like, what, $70, 75? And this isn't even counting the fact that, like, you get to play this exclusive format with your friends. So, wow, so far. Moving along, so Cerberus again. Set 1 card is used in a lot of aggro decks. It can even be used in Control. I think this card's worth quite a bit as well. Despite the fact that Abyss isn't even that popular, but hey, it is what it is. Israfil, neutral card, coming out soon. Definitely, it's always great to pick up these neutral cards. You never know when you'll see play with these. And then finally, Bellringer Angel. Finally, a reprint. So, it's been going for like 15 to 20 USD since it first came out in set 1. Very welcome reprint. Definitely be happy to pick those up. So, I mean, I think like with all the cards that we mentioned so far, like that's pretty much like your entire bundle is money coming back. Yeah, can't complain. And then finally, we've got the Eagle Eye. So again, not every deck can be amazing, but John the Arc, great if you're trying to play Haven. Haven the Aegis, great for control decks. Princess Snow White, you can use in the Fable engine. Aether of the White Wing, I do believe that is quite playable as well. And then Lucifer is a card that's seen a bit of a resurgence recently. Of course, it's not that expensive, but definitely a playable card. It's very good against Egghaven right now, for instance. So, look, this is something that, like, you're definitely happy to pick up, mainly for deck number 3 and deck number 1. Lots of huge playable cards, both neutral and across various different classes. Certainly, I think, even if you have no interest whatsoever in playing the 4-player format, this is huge value in terms of the cards that you're getting, and especially if you have friends who are interested in playing Shadowverse. First of all, you can get them to play Gloryfinder to get a feel for it, and if they really like it, I mean, damn, like, deck 1 and deck 3 has so many of the viable cards, they can almost, like, completely jump to Shadowverse with minimal investment. So I think it's fantastic news from Bushiroad. Really good job done from Bushi and Cygames. And that's pretty much it for the recap. So I do believe that we'll be putting up a section or an article on the website soon to cover Gloryfinder. But until that point comes, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll make sure to update you with the latest news in relation to Shadowverse Evolve. See you next time.